Hey, welcome back to Tears of the Kingdom. Let's go ahead and go over all this lore that we've been getting and catch up with where we are, and I got some shrines to do. Let's go. Alright, so as promised, we're going to go through the Dragon's Tears things in order to actually get a more, I don't know that concise is the right word, but more continuous, more continuity, whatever. Better sense of things, because we got them all out of order. We under adventure log, and then memories. Okay, so we start at here, and then we just go with it. So get your popcorn or whatever, and we're gonna watch a little movie here. Okay, yeah, this is towards the beginning.
It is good to see you, Princess Zelda of Hyrule, and Link, Keeper of the Master Sword.
Can I not get that armor?
Your blade has been fully restored. Go on then, Link. Draw it once more.
Great Deku Tree! Thank you so much.
There is no need for thanks. I merely watched over its renewal.
It is amazing that a sword can heal itself, no matter how badly damaged it becomes.
It can do more than heal. The sword will continue to gain strength if bathed in sacred power. The stronger that power, the more powerful the sword becomes. The potential of this fabled blade may well be limitless, truly the work of a goddess.
A sword that grows ever stronger. The Master Sword.
Okay, so they already kind of hinted there that it might not be at its full power, which I guess makes sense with what happens in this next part.
What is that?
So this was in the first episode that I did. You see this in the very beginning. But it's been a long time, so. So I remember they're investigating the cause of all this gloom stuff. It's so loud. Ah, it's shattered. Yeah.
Link!
Was that the sword that seals the darkness? The blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me. Zelda. You who carries that fragile sword. A Link. Rauru placed his faith in you. And that was all you could do.
How do you know our names?
This was the upheaval. be so creepy. Like, thankful, but like, ugh. Okay, so I think I was right before when I said at this point, this is like the beginning of this timeline, if you want to say it that way, that she had not yet met Raru and all them and become a dragon and all that mess. Because that's why he knew her name and just made the guess on who he was. This swordsman that was with her had to be Link. That looks like that moment at the very beginning of the game. That's when she travels back in time. Because that's what this next part is. Zelda wakes up and meets two strangers. Oh, and his arm, I kind of forgot what it looked like. It reminded me of, was it Princess Mononoke? I think, with all the, like, the poison and stuff that you'd see spreading across their bodies and all that kind of stuff. Okay, next chapter. Okay, so she's just vanished. And then appears however long ago in the past. Holding the light stone, I assume. No, it'd be time? It'd be the time stone? We'll find out.
Oh, dear.
Because she's a Hylian. He's Zonai.
Where am I?
We didn't mean to startle you. I'm sorry. It's okay. My name is Sonia.
And could we ask what your name is?
I am the daughter of King Rome of Hyrule, Zelda.
What an unexpected answer. We are the king and queen who founded Hyrule, after all. Or at least we were the last time I checked.
You two founded Hyrule? And you're the king?
My name is Raru. King Raru of Hyrule.
King Raru? And Queen Sonia? But that must mean...
Okay, so the first imprisoning war, I guess. Well, no, you kind of have to know at this point from what we've seen that the first imprisoning war happened without Zelda. Okay, next chapter. I like this. This is fun. I don't normally get to see the lore like this in a game. In a, like, confined, condensed
As
package.
I thought. This is not the world I know.
So beautiful.
A time so far back in the past, it's become legend. So it's true. This is really the era of Hyrule's founding?
Your presence here is just as strange to us, Zelda. But if you, like Sonia, have a secret stone and are able to manipulate time, then your story makes sense.
Oh? I believed her right away. You needed the secret stone as proof, Raru? I can feel your light power within her, as well as my time power. Additionally, I sense that we share a blood connection.
I see. In any case, Zelda, you had said that you needed to return to your era as soon as you possibly could.
Yes. In my time, something terrible is happening. I need to get back there. But how do I do that? I don't even know how I got here in the first place.
Now, Zelda dear, you don't need to solve your problems all at once. Why not come back with us to the castle, hmm?
No,
We'll tell everyone that you're a distant relative of ours. It is true, after all. We'll get you fresh clothes, too. I'm sure an answer will come to you. Wisdom takes time.
I don't know what to say.
I wonder. Minoru. She may have some idea of how to get you back to your era.
Minoru, you said?
Yes. She knows far more than anyone about our people. And like us, my older sister has a secret stone. We'll call on her.
Okay, so Sonya has the Stone of Time because she said your light power and my time. Hang on, I'm gonna look back through this one real quick and get that settled. Okay, replayed it. I got confused. It was, she said, I can sense your time power as well as, no, your light power as well as my time power, talking to Rauru. And then obviously she's a descendant of theirs. I don't know how far down the line, but Zelda can control time. So that makes sense to how, at least in-world reasoning, as to how she is here, of sorts. Because I guess she is light and time. That's making sense, at least with the what we know of already.
It is quite an interesting device. This is definitely not from this era. That said, I believe there may be a way to get the travel functionality working here. I'd like to tinker with it a bit. Would it be okay if I borrow it?
Yes, whatever you need. I really appreciate your help.
Then I'll hold on to it.
So you really believe my story? That I came from the future?
I never doubted you for a moment.
Minoru, do you know of a way we could help to return Zelda back to her time?
I suspect it was the power of your secret stone that allowed you to travel through time. To put it simply, secret stones amplify the power their owners possess.
That's right, yeah.
I am able to separate my spirit from my body.
Mm-hmm.
Rauru can repel or destroy evil with his power of light.
Okay, he has the light stone.
And Sonya, she can control time.
So two versions of the same time stone, yeah.
As for you, I can sense both light and time powers. But your secret stone seems to amplify your time power.
Okay.
Time power.
Ultimately, the secret stone only amplifies your power. It doesn't suddenly grant you mastery and control. That's still up to you. That means, if you don't already know how to get yourself home... There are stories about the secret stones and a forbidden act called draconification. To swallow a secret stone is to become an immortal dragon, one blessed with eternal life.
Interesting. Another way to reach the future, though not a very quick one. So you think these stories could hint at a solution to our dilemma?
Yes. But there is still more to those tales. To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself. That is why it is forbidden. I thought maybe this could lead to a solution, some way to transcend time. But if you have to sacrifice your heart and mind, sacrifice what makes you you. I'm sorry. I wish I could help more.
Back where we started. There's still hope. I think the answer, The answer to this problem lies in study and learning more about the nature of your power. I'm sure Sonia would be happy to help you.
Okay.
Okay, well that's good. So we kind of confirmed that of her stone amplifies her time ability. So I know she's like the essence of light, because there's like the whole thing of Ganon, Zelda, and Link being essentially the Triforce. That makes sense. Okay. And so we know now that she is the dragon, so she came around the long way. Definitely came the long way. Did not get back in any short manner of being. Okay. So that is, yeah, that basically confirms that I'm sounding so disjointed right now. Good lord. Do I know how to speak and think and process my thoughts? Some days no, but here we are. I'm fairly certain now that that's part of what helped it connect. Because in theory, she could have gone anywhere in time, especially if she doesn't know how to do it yet. So I'm assuming, again, that that's what brought her to this point, was the stones are technically the same stone in a different point in the timeline, so it connected or resonated or something like that, and put and took. Came out as Puck. Oi. Next story before I say anything else weird. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember how he started in this particular lore.
Hyrule will bow down before me.
So cool.
Molduga are approaching our position.
Molduga.
It's more than we
Okay.
thought. It's a swarm.
There are so many of them. But why would they?
Yeah, there's gotta be the same stone. Oh my god.
That blast wiped out all the Molduga.
How is that possible?
So brute force will not be enough. The secret stone of the Zonai. How interesting.
Okay, I know this is not new information, but it's just been so long since I've seen it, and it's so awesome to see that. That's so cool. Okay, so that was that. Because I know in general in game lore globally for Zelda, for the story of Zelda, that Ganon was a a male Gerudo, and that typically, since they're so uncommon, that for whatever reason I don't remember entirely why, but they tend to be a lot more violent and tend to cause stuff like this whenever they're born and grow up and whatnot. And that was the idea behind him. Okay, we'll get to the next one.
Allow me to offer you my deepest apologies. On behalf of the Gerudo, for taking so long to accept your repeated invitations. It is our desire to be accepted into the protective embrace of your kingdom. To serve it faithfully.
A welcome appeal, Ganondorf. I will accept your vow of fealty to the Kingdom of Hyrule. I understand that a single male is born to the Gerudo every 100 years. Receiving such an appeal from you, a hero to his people and a king by birth, well, it is truly reassuring.
It is my honor. When your Zonai ancestors first descended upon these lands long, long ago, they must have seemed to be gods. And now you rule as king, and have taken a Hyrulean woman as your wife. Your Majesty has certainly risen above your admirable lineage. Most impressive. It is unfortunate that the noble Zonai no longer grace this world with their presence. All except you and your sister, that is.
Even if something were to happen to me, both my kingdom and the peace it brings, these will endure for generations to come. Your actions today are appreciated, Ganondorf. I look forward to your future endeavors. You may leave.
Your Majesty.
King Roru, I believe that man's heart holds many dark ambitions. Just his name, even that, it gives me pause.
I am well aware of his evil nature. For that reason, and others, I want him close. It will be easier to keep an eye on him.
Fair.
There is nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Sorry, that's wrong. That information is not correct, sir. Okay, so I did not remember that the Zonai showed up separately at some point. I was thinking that they were here already. But I don't remember all that. I'm sure that it's in the in-game lore as you read through different descriptions and such and talk to the steward constructs. But essentially, they came there a long time ago. The Gerudo were already there, and the Hyruleans. See, it's a Hylian shield, but he said Hyrulean wife. I've always thought Hylian. I've never thought Hyrulean. Okay, next. Time.
Are you well? You seem a bit distracted.
I apologize. I keep getting lost in my thoughts, thinking about how I can return home. With your power over time, if I were able to learn that kind of control, I might be one step closer to my era.
I see. The secret is to think of it like drawing out the object's memory. You ask the object where it was, how it arrived where it is now, and then you coax it back to that original moment in time.
The object's memory.
I'm sure it will become almost like second nature, and you will be able to find your way home. But Zelda, there is more on your mind than just that. You, of course, do want to get back to your time. But You also desperately want to help us out in this era. Am I close to the truth?
How did you know?
I do not believe it is possible to keep anything secret from Sonia.
Oh, your concern is very sweet, Zelda. But listen, you can focus your attention on returning home. After all, you possess more than power over time. You have a sacred power that can dispel evil. Both of these powers will help you protect your own era.
Queen Sonia.
And of course, you must make it home safe to put Link's mind at ease.
Link? That is not a name I have heard.
He is a royal knight. He had been originally appointed for my protection. But later, he became a hero by saving both me and Hyrule from a great evil.
Oh, a hero is he?
He is so very dedicated, and he refuses to back down from any challenge. He is very strong. And his heart is good and true.
Ah, I can see that you have absolute faith in him. Hearing you speak so highly of Link, I find myself wanting to meet him as well.
Indeed.
Just wait.
I would also like to meet him. He must be quite the brave, courageous knight.
Courage, that's right.
What
That's his
picture Zelda paints of him.
part of the Triforce. So I remember that the Gerudo are always depicted as like this warrior tribe, but I forgot that Ganon was clearly depicted and characterized in kind of that daimyo, Japanese warlord character. It's really cool to see that, even the way he was acting. Because I've done a lot of studying of like Kenjutsu, Yaijutsu, those older styles of Japanese swordsmanship and different rules, shall we say, of where to place your sword and whether the edge is in or out, depending on what you're doing or what part of a bow you're in, etc. Little finesses and traditions and whatnot. So they haven't picked the pieces together yet that something terrible is going to happen, but I guess it's when they find out. So there's some kind of jump that happens in here that I guess we have to just infer, because it doesn't entirely fit. Because I remember what this one was because we got it the other day.
All right, Zelda. We are alone as you requested. What was it you wanted to discuss with me in private?
You are far too trusting.
Oh my. I'm surprised to hear you say such a thing. That is quite out of character for the Zelda I know. But then you are a puppet of Ganondorf.
Did you really think we hadn't realized your deceit?
I guess he broke her spine, because we don't see any, like, and it's Zelda, so they're not gonna have blood, but I'm assuming, because we know that she gets buried later.
Your Majesty! Queen Sonia! Oh no! Queen Sonia!
I may be going too far into the weeds of, like, you know, time theory and stuff like that, but I assume then that they've already had children. Otherwise, would Zelda exist? But that's always one of those things that's timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. As I was looking at, Ganon is very, like, Japanese warlord, and then they're all very much Persian, Arabian, with the style of hilts and blades they have. There's an interesting little mix of warlike societies, I suppose. Okay, how many do we have left? Oh, the imprisoning war comes towards the end. Okay. So there's... Goodness. 18. What are we on? We just did this one. So we still have a little bit to go, but that's fine because I am totally willing to do a whole thing of this. I think it's totally worth it because I don't remember all this stuff, and it's amazing to see all this put together in one sequential process.
Queen Sonia! Queen Sonia!
I'm so sorry. Oh, I forgot this little section here.
Finally. Finally, it is mine!
He corrupts it, of course. Huh.
I can feel my strength surging. Good parts. Okay. It's... I know he's evil, but it's so epic.
Sonia!
You were too late, Rauru. You took for granted the godlike power you had in your hands. Do you now see the potential you squandered? As for her, she is merely the first victim of your arrogance. You tried to control me, Rauru, and you will die knowing that you failed.
Ganon! Queen Sonia needs you!
So epic. I swear it's wow. Like literally movie quality lore stuff here that they did such a fantastic job with. Okay, hence the Demon King. So he took the time stone from Sonya and corrupted it, and it amplifies the power of the wielder essentially. So it became that, and that's what made him go from just being a evil warlord to being this demon that looks like what is it, Redan from Elden Ring, I believe. They did such a good job putting these together. It's amazing. I love it.
Rise, my servants. Sweep over Hyrule with the power I have granted. Eliminate this kingdom and her allies. Leave no survivors.
That was a short one. You know, it makes sense there being a lot of Japanese themes here, considering it's made in Japan. Because he's got like a naginata for his spear. Obviously he has like a tachi or something similar. Okay, so that was the Demon King's army, and now Sage's Vow. This has been really fun. I'm glad I decided to do this.
King Rauru, we just received word that the last free village in the Gerudo Desert has fallen.
Because he's conquering the whole area, yeah.
At this rate, the Demon King's army will overwhelm us.
I understand. Our only hope is for me to defeat the Demon King.
Rauru, the Demon King, he is not someone you can stop by yourself. But you are not alone. You have the Gerudo, Goron, Zora, and Rito leaders as well as Zelda. And of course, you can count on me.
There's something I'd like to show you all.
Now, we did see this one recently, so it's a little more fresh. But to see its placement in the story is really cool.
Sacred stones.
Stand with me. I need all your aid.
Okay, so none of them are etched yet. They're all blank. It's actually really good that I saw that bit, because I remembered that Zelda actually got her stone from Raru's arm when it, fell off of Ganon in the beginning. So technically, it is Raru's stone that she has, because Ganon still had his stone he stole from Sonya was still on his headpiece. And since we just saw there that they start off blank, then I guess whenever one user is done using them, I don't know if you have to die, but like if you give it up, essentially give it to someone else, then it re-etches, because we saw it re-etch with Ganon, that it was Sonya's time stone, and then it became Ganon's whatever stone. I don't know what it would be for him, if they ever discuss that or not. Demon, we'll call it a demon stone or gloom stone, something like that. Okay.
Sonya. Oh, Zelda.
King Rauru, before you face the Demon King tomorrow, there is something I must tell you. I came to this era after finding a man underground.
Go on.
When I witnessed what the Secret Stone did to Ganondorf, at that moment, I knew for sure what we found underground, that was him. He was still alive, still powerful. He continues to live on, all the way until my time. In tomorrow's battle, we won't be able to defeat him. No matter how strong we think we are, he'll survive.
Yeah, so she recognizes the arm. Yep.
And you will.
She doesn't know that Link has it yet, though. She just knows that it was separated.
So. But it is my duty to try. It was my hubris that set us on this path. I must atone for my error in judgment. And above all else, I remain the King of Hyrule. As with any leader, it is my duty to safeguard and protect my people, even if I must risk my life.
Rauru.
And if it proves impossible for us to defeat Ganondorf, we rely on your knight, and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link. But remember, that was a future where you never appeared in this world. And you are here now. Zelda, I believe there is a reason you were sent to us. It has to mean something.
He's so cool.
The reason I am here.
And it is it's a darker Zelda game than some of the ones before, I suppose. Link loses his arm. Rauru here has his wife murdered. But he doesn't, you know what I meant. Ganon murders his wife. It's a darker tone, and there's more emotional heartstrings getting thwacked. Okay, now I'm not sure from here, because is this going to show her being involved, or is this going to show like the first round where she wasn't a part of it?
Long ago, my people, known as the Zonai, came down from the heavens
Oh.
to the surface of the world. It was said they were descendants of gods. They bore treasures from these same gods, secret stones capable of amplifying the abilities of those who possessed them. Using the knowledge of the Zonai, my younger brother Rauru became a great leader. He met a young woman named Sonia, and they would wed. Rauru gifted Sonia one of the secret stones. Together, they sought to establish their kingdom. This is how the Kingdom of Hyrule, with Rauru and Sonia as its first king and queen, came to be. The future looked bright. However, tragedy suddenly struck. A man of great evil emerged from the desert. The leader of the Gerudo, Ganondorf, killed Queen Sonia and stole her secret stone. Using the secret stone, Ganondorf transformed into the Demon King. He then created swarms of monsters and attacked. Hyrule rose up to face these threats, but the evil power driving the monsters forward was staggering. The defenders were on the brink of defeat. Rauru then came up with a plan to turn the tide of the war. He entrusted secret stones to warriors with exceptional abilities. They became sages and united in an effort to finally defeat the Demon King. Rauru and the sages outnumbered the Demon King and should have been able to stop him. However, the Demon King's power had grown far beyond anything we could have imagined. I was unable to withstand his strength. Our fight appeared all but lost. And then, Rauru. He committed himself to one final act.
There she is.
That pride will be your downfall, Ganondorf!
There we go. Oh.
Don't be so smug. I know exactly what it will cost me.
And his hair was making the thing, yeah.
In the blink of an eye, you only delay the inevitable.
You're wrong. Years from now, someone will appear with the sword that seals the darkness. A swordsman with the power to defeat you. Link. Remember this name.
That's how he knows the name. Okay.
Interesting. I look forward to meeting you.
He gets frozen there too. You see his arm connect to the whole shrine thing there. Okay, so somehow I guess he must have had a similar conclusion the first time around, or some. No, hang on. See, this is where time gets all wibbly wobbly, because in the first bit he knows Zelda. He's heard about Link and the sword that seals the darkness. From the way things are piecing from this, is that it had already happened. It's just that that was when Zelda first started it, and now she's come back through. So what they saw when they found him in the cavern, her version of this had already happened. So we don't know what the first imprisoning war was, or maybe the first attempt didn't work out so well. Maybe that's why the stone brought her back, who knows. Anyways. Next.
I managed to restrain him somehow. But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
Yeah. Because we see her for a second when he goes to get the sword. Because it showed that bit.
How is the Master Sword? You're telling me that Link is safe? You traveled through time to find me and recover your strength.
Zelda, I believe there is a reason you were sent to us. It has to mean something.
I know why I am here. It's something only I can do. We will finally stop him.
To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself.
I'll be forever changed. Link! You must find me.
Let's see, what does it say here? The sword appears before her, delivering the news, so the sword is communicating to her, to Zelda, that Link is safe in her time. This helps Zelda realize the reason behind her traveling to the ancient days of Hyrule. She finally knows what she must do. Okay, so if I remember correctly, because you have the damaged sword when you start off with the game, after Rauru explains in spirit form that you've lost your arm, he replaced it with his and all this other stuff. And then you have the new abilities, and you have to go through and do the first few shrines to unlock the Temple of Time. You go to place the sword in the resting spot for it to like heal or recover there or something maybe, and then it disappears, because I seem to recall him seeing her, or him seeing the sword disappear or something like that. So then it jumps to her so it can make its own long path back. And so it's oh wow, it's been healing for, Ganon said something about 1,000 years, maybe. I'm not sure how long it's been, but a ridiculously long time. So it's been supercharging.
You're saying that sword traveled through time the same way you did?
Yes, but more importantly, in my original time, the Demon King was vulnerable to even the smallest piece of this sword.
Even someone like him has vulnerabilities.
This is after they've imprisoned him. You see she's all beat up.
What exactly are you suggesting we do with the sword?
Over time, the Master Sword is able to absorb sacred power. It can heal itself, and even grow stronger.
Curious. If we were able to empower it in that way, it could be the key to defeating the Demon King. But it could take centuries for that sword to grow strong enough. The power the Demon King wields. I do not see how this can be done. It would be impossible for you to provide it with sacred power for so long.
Not in her current state.
I can think of one way.
You mean?
Yes, I can do it. I have to.
I've told you. That act is forbidden, for a very good reason. It would mean throwing yourself away.
Oh, Minoru!
You won't be able to change back.
That we know
I had
of.
the sword. I knew what to do. I knew this was why I came to this era. I want to restore the Master Sword and deliver it to Link.
I understand. You really have made up your mind? Very well then. As a Zonai, I bear my share of blame for these events. So I too will devote myself to this goal, and to this hero of yours. For the swordsman Link, I will do everything I can. Even if my body should perish, I will still be with you in spirit.
So it's sounding more like it wasn't necessarily the stone that latched to that time, but it was the sword, that somehow the Master Sword orchestrated it. It was like, okay, I need to heal for like 1,000 years or something in like this sacred power of light and time. Zelda, you're gonna go back on a trip, and I'm gonna meet you back there. You're gonna be a dragon, and all this kind of stuff. 2 more bits to go. I think we've seen these last 2 already, but it'll be nice to see him again.
Was that the sword that seals the darkness? The blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me.
The sword will continue to gain strength if bathed in sacred power. The stronger that power, the more powerful the sword becomes.
After all, you possess more than power over time. You have a sacred power that can dispel evil.
To swallow a secret stone is to become an immortal dragon, one blessed with eternal life.
Minoru, I'm counting on you. Link, I will restore the Master Sword for you. I will care for it until the time comes. I will pour my sacred power into it. It will be the weapon that defeats the Demon King.
To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself.
You must.
It's so crazy that the light of that world essentially closed because she just swallowed the light stone. And the music is... oh.
Protect them all!
It's still so crazy. Yeah, so the sages knew what happened. The construct that gives us the device, the Korra pad, knew what happened. Minoru knew what happened, but he found that out from a pool in the ground. It seems like maybe she does recognize him or something, because we saw her flying around him and flying lower when he saw one of the tears.
Link. Link. The Master Sword. Your sword. She is the key to destroying the Demon King. He defeated her before, but a long slumber will heal these grievous wounds. And when you two next face the Demon King, you will have my strength to help you through her. Link, you are our final hope. I pray this sword reaches you in the future.
Oh, that's just... and that's all before you start the game. We're like, okay, it's a little bit into it, because she gets the sword once you've progressed a little bit and have the arm and such. But wow, definitely glad that we took the time to do this. There's so much of this I'd forgotten, just because, you know, it's taken me a lot longer to play this game than I had anticipated. You know, at least if you look at it now, it's all on a playlist and you can just go through time, kind of like they are. Just skip over the absence of this game. So the sword has been resting, bathing in her sacred power for centuries, maybe 1,000 years, something like a really long time. And it should be at max power. It seemed to me that Zelda had some kind of recollection of Link. I mean, all her tears, she still has the memories. So maybe there's still something there. I wish I had found all the tears sooner. We'll get to the other shrines that I have left and whatnot in the next episode. So until then, go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel, all that kind of stuff. Thanks for watching. We'll see ya.